It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. Dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary.
Bow, bow, bow. Hello, word nerds, and welcome to the dictionary. I am your host, Spencer, and it's been quite a few days since I recorded. I was on another work trip, which means I watched a bunch of movies on the plane. You know what that means. You get it. So, hey, it's been a little bit, but let's go ahead and record a quick little episode here for you today on the dictionary. The first word in this episode is going over. 2 words with a hyphen. It is a noun from 1872. 1A, a severe scolding. And 1B, the synonym is beating. So maybe a child did something kind of silly, kind of mean, kind of breaking the rules, and the parent said, you know what, I'm going to give you a going over. I'm going to go over your body with some spankings or something. Interesting. And then number 2 is a thorough examination. When you go to the doctor, maybe the doctor will give you a going over. They're going to examine you from head to toe, start with your hairs, end with your toenails and the bottoms of your feet, and then everything in between. Just a thorough going over. Let's see. While I'm doing a going over of the dictionary, I'm going through it thoroughly, word by word, entry by entry. All right, let's make a sound effect. It's going to be... Now we have goings on, 2 words with a hyphen. Noun from 1775. Number 1, the synonyms are actions and events. What are the goings on this weekend? I would like to know what I can do. What fun events and actions can happen to me in the goings on this weekend? You gotta go do a search. What are the goings on in my city today? I am bored and I need some fun. Number 2, irregular or reprehensible happenings or conduct. Reprehensible things? Irregular things? Those are some strange goings on out there in the cornfields where there are children who are of the corn. They are very irregular. Interesting. Yeah, so this, with the goings on are just like, hey, what's going on? What's happening? Is there an event that I would like to go to? But also, it's like, ooh, wait a minute, that's creepy, that's eerie, that's not normal. The X-Files was full of goings on. Now, what would the plural be? It doesn't say. It's already plural, I guess. Goings on, because they are things that are going on. They are goings on. Sound effect. Next we have goiter. Goiter, noun from 1625. This is an enlargement of the thyroid gland, visible as a swelling of the front of the neck. Compare to, we got a couple words here, hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. Hyper is when your thyroid is putting out too many hormones into the world of your body. And then hypothyroidism is when it's not putting out enough. And this can be a problem. Both of them can be a problem. So you probably got to get on some drugs for the rest of your life, maybe, just to keep everything equal and in line and balanced. Goitrous. Goitrous is an adjective. So basically, the thyroid, which is, in the neck region, is like, whoa. Oh my God. I got some problems over here. I got some problems over here. There's some goings on in this thyroid. I'm going to swell and become very large, and so the neck is swelling. It can't be a very. It probably hurts. That's what I'm trying to say. It probably doesn't feel good to the people who have these goiters. Doesn't look great, so I feel bad for them about that. But I guess, if that's your life, maybe you just get used to it. Can you do something about it? Do you have to take drugs to make the swelling go down? I don't know anything about that. This word is a back formation from goitron, which I think is French or Middle French, goitron, which means throat. Also from the Latin gutur, which maybe also means throat. And so, yeah, it's all in the throat neck region. I have a funny story about this word. Many, many years ago, somebody was trying to think of the word Adam's apple, and they couldn't come up with it. And so I still think of this to this day. I mean, this must have been 25 years ago. They called it a goiter belt, and that has stuck with me. We laughed very hard about that one. You know, when you can't think of words, your brain just comes up with other words or phrases to replace them, and then sometimes they stick. And I think that everybody should start calling the Adam's apple the goiter belt. All right. Now we have goitra. Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It is actually pronounced goiter. It is spelled Goitre. It is the chiefly British variation of goiter with the R and the E swapped. Now we have goitrogen. Goitrogen. This is a noun from 1946. It is a substance as thuria or thioracil that induces goiter formation. Okay, so this goitrogen, there's examples of those that I said to you that both start with a TH, and I guess when they're getting all up in your business, in your thyroid area, then they induce the thyroid to swell up for some reason, and then it forms a goiter. Okay, yeah, this is just from goiter plus O plus gen, goitrogen. Next is goitrogenic, probably related. Adjective from 1929. It is producing or tending to produce goiter. Do you have a goitrogenic body because it is producing a goiter? Then yeah, you describe yourself as goitrogenic. Goitrogenicity, that is a noun. So if your body has goitrogenicity, it is goitrogenic because you're making a goiter. Making a goiter. Making a goiter on the neck. Raw. Now we have the word goji. G-O-J-I. I almost said G-O-G-I. G-O-J-I, noun from 2003. 2003, that's when it got into English. It is the dark red, mildly tart berry of a thorny, chiefly Asian shrub that is typically dried and used in beverages. Yeah, around this time, you started seeing goji everywhere. You would go to a store, you would go to a restaurant, maybe a smoothie place or something, and they were like, we got gojis. Come and get your gojis. They're one of them superfoods. They're, dark and red and mildly tart, and they're a berry of the thorny, chiefly Asian shrub. Oh, what's the species name of that shrub? It is Lycium barbarum. Lycium barbarum. And, yep, maybe some dried gojis. Throw them in your smoothie, and you got a tasty berry that's mildly tart. Let's see. Ooh, this is modified of the Chinese word in the Beijing region. I don't know how they would pronounce it. Gokui. That is the shrub. Lycium chinense. So that's a different shrub than the one that was mentioned in the definition. So it's their word, and then we were like, hey, we're just going to sort of adjust it and modify it to make it a little bit easier for these English speakers to say. So, goji is as close as our English faces can say, but it's not the officially proper pronunciation. Goji. Oh, what do we got next? We got go-kart. Now, as I was reading through these words before I hit record, I said, wait a minute, I think I already read go-kart. And then I realized, no, wait, I read go-kart with a C. Kart with a C. And of course, I talked about Mario Kart and other things. But let's remind ourselves, there's a plural of us. Go-kart is a walker or a stroller or a handcart or a light open carriage. That's go-kart with a C. But what is go-kart with a K? That's what this one is. By the way, it's 2 words with a hyphen. Go-kart. Noun from 1959. It is a small motorized vehicle used especially for racing. Now, I did not know that go-kart with a K was coming up here a few episodes later, so I would have saved my kart talk for this one. But I got nothing else to say about go-karts. I talked about when I was go-karting as a child, and of course Mario Kart. Are there any other karts to talk about? I can't think of any. So if you want to hear more about what I gotta say about go-karts, go back a few episodes and check that one out. Go-kart. Yeah, it's an alternation adjustment of go-kart with a C. Now I want to go do some go-kart racing with a K. Next is golconda. Golconda, capital Golconda. By the way, I got a comment on the YouTube from somebody who said that they are a fan. They love the podcast. I always love to hear that. Feel free to tell me if you are one of them fans. And so I very much appreciate that, first of all. They gave me a couple of notes, and I will try to incorporate them. I said that I will consider them, but I don't know how much I can. But one of their comments was, don't spell the word. Now, if you have opinions in either direction about me spelling the words, please, please, please tell me. You can comment on, YouTube is easier than commenting on Spotify. You can send me an email, voicemail on a Google Voice number. All that information is in the show notes. But if you have opinions one way or the other, I would like to hear them. Because do you like it when I spell the words? Or do you not like it when I spell the words? I don't spell all of them. I only spell the ones that feel like they need a little bit of a spelling, like maybe it sounds funny, maybe it's a foreign word, whatever. I also like to mention when there's capital letters or not, because, it just helps, I think, our understanding of the word. Golconda, I've never heard of this. It makes me think of an anaconda, but I don't know, and it's got a capital G, which is like, oh, well, wait, that's going to be something. Is it going to be a place? Is it going to be a name? What is it? It is a noun from 1884. It is a rich mine, M-I-N-E, but broadly, a source of great wealth. This podcast is not a Golconda. Not yet, at least. So this word is from Golconda, India. So it's a place, that's why, hence the capital G. And that place is famous for its diamonds. So they must have or had a rich mine of diamonds, a diamond mine, and then there was a great wealth in Golconda. And anything, I don't know, I never heard of it. So you just talking about, hey, that thing, that's a Golconda because there's a lot of wealth coming from that thing. What is that Golconda? All right, now let's move on to gold. The word gold. This is the first form noun from before the 12th century. We have such a reverence for gold. It's been this important thing for all of these years, decades, centuries, millennia. People were like, I think I could turn things into gold because it's so precious and gold and shiny. Ooh. What is gold? It is, number one, a yellow, malleable, ductile, metallic element that occurs chiefly free or in a few minerals and is used especially in coins, jewelry, and dentures. And it says to go see the element table so you can learn more about where it is on the element table, and it's just one of those basic elements. It's like, oh, that's gold. One molecule of gold. I've got 1 molecule of gold on my finger. So let's see, lots of adjectives, yellow, malleable. So that's why when people would get a gold medal, they would bite on it, Can I eat this? No, but it's malleable. They're like, hey, is this real gold? If it's real gold, then it's malleable. And now I put teeth marks on my metal, and now I've ruined it. But I have real gold. What else to say about it? Used indentures? How often are they using gold indentures these days? I'm not sure. What else about gold? We've got 2A1. Gold coins are just called gold. Coins made out of gold, it's gold. 2A2. A gold piece. Just a piece of gold is gold. 2B. The synonym is money. Even though we're not talking about maybe actual gold, just money, coins, bills, whatever, you can just call it gold. You could be like, look at all this gold in my pocket. Look at all this gold I got in the bank. I'm paying with gold. We don't accept gold. That's okay. I don't have it either. I just have quarters. Number 2C, the synonym is the first definition for gold standard, which will be in the next episode. Nope. We got a lot of golden words coming up. Gold and golden. So yeah, it's a couple episodes from now. And then number 3 is a variable color averaging deep yellow. Should I post a picture of gold on the social media? What color is gold? Lots of things, because it says it's a variable color. It could be over a deep yellow, maybe a little bit of a brown, like a shiny brown maybe, but in that sort of yellow, orange, brown region is what I would call gold, the color gold. Number 4, something resembling gold is gold, but especially something valued as the finest of its kind, as in the example, a heart of gold. Oh, that heart is the finest heart I have ever seen in the land. It's taking blood, making blood, pumping blood. Oh, what amazing heart. No, usually when we hear a heart of gold, it means you're a very, very good person. Something valued as the finest of its kind. This podcast is gold. It's a podcast of gold. And I will start filling my office with gold. Have a gold microphone, a gold mic stand, a gold XLR cable. Just gold all the places. Number 5 for gold, a medal awarded as the first prize in a competition, and then also just a gold medal is gold. I don't know if I've ever won a gold medal on anything, and if I did, it was not real gold. It was probably just painted a variable color averaging deep yellow. All right, so that was all the first form of gold. But we do need to look at the etymology. Where did this word come from? What is this word gold? Why gold? It is from the Old High German gold, which means gold. Also from the Old English gyolu. Oh, hey, that's the word that means yellow. We have seen that etymology come up many times over the last bunch of episodes. So gyolu, yellow, becomes gold. That makes sense. But I do remember some of those words were like, why yellow? Why? I think it was all about like a sparkly, shiny kind of thing. And so like gold is like kind of shiny. And I would love to hold a gold bar, a gold brick, just to hold it. That would be kind of interesting. They say that Fort Knox in America has just a crap ton of gold. And there are those videos of, can you put your arm in the thing, and then if you're able to pull the gold bar out of the tiny little hole, then you get to keep it. And it's very difficult because you have to hold it with just 2 fingers, and they're very heavy, and it's just hard to do that. What is so special about gold? Is it just we've made it like worth something, have this value because of the way it looks, because of its deep yellow shiny goldenness? But why? So what? Or is it because of its rareness? That seems like it would make sense. Oh, we got to talk about the gold rush. Everybody running as fast as they could to California and the Southwest Be like, holy crap, there's gold over there? I've heard of that. I would like some of that, please. I'm going to go over there and find my wealth and do some panning for gold. All right, so gold, the spot price of gold is approximately, I guess this is right now today in end of June 2026, 4,100 per troy ounce, which breaks down to roughly $132 per gram and $132,000 per kilogram. Multiply it by 1,000, that makes sense. They fluctuate daily based on markets, economic conditions, the currency strength. I don't know what a troy ounce is, but it's a lot bigger than a gram. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. So let's see. There's this chart of the cost of gold, and you can check. Oh, you can check the max. This is this chart looks like it maybe starts in 2012, so that's 14 years, and the price of gold was staying between $1,000 and $2,000 for quite a lot of those years, and then right at about 2014, it started going up and up and up and up and up, and it has it's basically tripled. Yeah, it almost maybe doubled 2.5 times in the last two years or so. And what was it like before that? I don't know, but that's gold. It's lots of things about gold. Anyway, we got to move on to the second form of gold is an adjective from 1969, qualifying for a gold record. So it's an adjective. You're describing, oh, that's a gold person because they qualify for a gold record. Ooh, we're talking about music probably, an album, going gold. Oh, hey, there's a phrase, go gold. It means to have enough sales to qualify for a gold record. As in the example, the album went gold. That's a gold album. How many albums? Let's look this up. How many albums do you... I could type something so much shorter. Do you need to sell... it's filling in some of this for me, but I don't want to know platinum. I don't want to know gold, diamond. I want to know gold. I think it's one of the lower ones. You have to sell 500,000 units of an album or a single to reach gold. One day I shall make an album of silly songs, and it will go gold. Brah! Now we have the first form of gold brick. One word. Noun from 1881. Number 1A, a worthless brick that appears to be of gold. Oh, interesting. That brick looks like it's made of gold, but it's not, so it's worthless. Number 1B is something that appears to be valuable, but is actually worthless. So we have literally a brick that looks like it's worth something because it looks like it's out of gold, made out of gold. But we also have something just in general that's like, oh, it must be so valuable. No, it's not. You're going to lose money on that gold brick. And then number 2 is a person who shirks assigned work. You assigned it to me. I'm not going to do it. Look at me. I'm a gold brick. Why don't you do the work, you silly person? Not me. I'm a gold brick. I'm worthless. But I am confused about this. Why do we call a gold brick when it's not made out of gold and it's worthless? Why do we call it a gold brick? Well, we now have the second form of gold brick. It is a verb from 1902. The transitive is the synonym swindle. Being a trickster, tricking somebody out of some money, I guess. So you're doing the action of gold bricking. And then intransitive is to shirk duty or responsibility. Why don't you go do that duty? I'm going to shirk it. I'm swindling you to do my work. Now we have gold bug. One word, noun from 1878. Number 1, a supporter of the gold standard is a gold bug. I love the gold standard. I'm a bug made out of gold. I'm a gold bug. I love everything that's standard in the best possible way. Clappy, clappy. We'll learn about gold standard later. Number 2, for gold bug. A person who invests in or hoards gold. See, this whole hoarding thing, greed and hoarding, we got to get rid of this concept. You got to get rid of it. You can't be hoarding gold. You got to, if something's valuable, maybe other people would like it so they can use it for a bit, and then maybe they can pass it along as well. There's no reason for anybody to be hoarding all of this money and gold. Don't be a gold bug. Unless you're supporting the gold standard, don't be the other kind of gold bug. Scrooge McDuck was a gold bug. Next is Gold Coast, 2 words. Noun from 1877. The first letters are often capitalized. It is an exclusive residential district. There is a neighborhood in Chicago called the Gold Coast, so I can only imagine that it is an exclusive residential district. Only the fancy people can live in the Gold Coast. It's not on the coast, but it's made of gold. It's fancy, so it's gold. I wonder, it must be based on, what's the original Gold Coast? That's what I want to look up. What is the original Gold Coast? Because it must be based on something. Oh, there was a British colony. The original Gold Coast is a historical region in West Africa along the Gulf of Guinea. Named by Portuguese explorers in the 15th century due to the region's vast gold reserves, the territory was colonized by several European powers before gaining independence in 1957 and renaming itself Ghana. So they had gold, people came in, probably did some pretty crappy stuff, and they called it, and it was on the coast, so they called it the Gold Coast. All right, that's enough of Gold Coast. We don't want to think about colonization and being people doing crappy stuff. We will move on to Gold Digger. 2 words, noun from 1830. Number 1, one who digs for gold. It's very literal. Gold dig. I would probably recommend not doing this, but you could technically go into your yard if you have a yard or your garden and just start digging. Start shoveling up the dirt and the grass and the plants and see if you find any gold. Good luck. I don't recommend it. Number 2, a person who uses charm to extract money or gifts from others. I guess I typically think of gold digger in a little bit more of a specific situation, but, this number 2 definition is very similar. It's usually somebody who is dating somebody else who has a lot of gold, and maybe that person is also maybe on the older side. Typically, that's the case. Look at them. They're such a gold digger. They're using their charm to extract money or gifts from other people. Because money talks. And funny stalks. Rah! Now we have the word golden. Adjective from the 13th century. This is actually our last word for this episode, golden. It is number 1, consisting of, relating to, or containing gold. Do I have any gold things? I don't have any gold dentures. Gold, maybe there's some gold in my brain that's making it slow. I don't think I have any gold. I don't wear jewelry. Yes, I am not golden in any way. 2A, being or having the color gold or the color of gold. Huh? Having the color gold or the color of gold. These are the things that hurt my brain a little bit. Okay. 2B, the synonym is the number 1 definition for the word blonde. Like we could be talking about maybe blonde hair, maybe a blonde beer or lager that sort of has a gold color to it. It has the color gold or the color of gold. Number 3, the synonyms are lustrous and shining. Because gold is usually lustrous and shining, especially if you shine it. Number 4, of a high degree of excellence. that took me a second to read. The synonym is superb, of a high degree of excellence. Superb. Well, clearly, even though this podcast is not a golconda, it is a golden podcast because it is superb in all the ways of me talking about words. Number 5, the synonyms are prosperous and flourishing, as in golden days. We are prospering and flourishing during these golden days. Maybe the golden days are when the farm, everything is growing, and it's in the fall, and it's time to harvest everything. It's such a golden farm. Number 6A, radiantly youthful and vigorous. When you got that youthful shine, the youthful glow, because you're so vigorous. I'm feeling my goldenness is slowly dwindling as I get old. 6B, having talents that promise great success, as in, it is often used with the word boy. The golden boy. Wow, that person, that boy, is so talented. We are promised so much success from all of their talents. They are going to do great things. They're going to change the world. The golden boy. The other way that I think of golden boy is, which is not in the dictionary, I think of it as just like the favorite one, the one who's like, let's have them do all the stuff because they're great and wonderful and they never screw up and everybody loves them so much. Oh, to be the golden boy. Let's see. But here's the thing. Having talents that promise great success, that was the definition. Is great success guaranteed when you have those talents? Not necessarily. It's partly luck, and it's partly, the drive that you have. Are you going to take the steps to have that success, even though you have the talents? To be a golden boy? I don't know. Now we have 6C. Highly favored. The synonym is popular. Popular. Highly favored. And number 7, I don't know why I said it that way. We still have a couple more definitions. The synonym for number 7 is favorable and advantageous, as in a golden opportunity. You can't pass up this golden opportunity for pigs. Buy some pigs. Don't use them for meat, though. They're very good at finding truffles. This is a golden opportunity. It could be very advantageous to your truffle business. Number 8, of relating to or being a 50th anniversary or its celebration. One of them golden anniversaries, golden celebration. Maybe someday I will celebrate the golden anniversary of this podcast while I'm still doing this podcast. It might last that long. In not very long, I will have a golden birthday because I will be 50 in not very long, which breaks my brain. And what else was I going to say about, my parents had their 50th golden anniversary not very long ago, and that was very fun. I remember celebrating my grandparents' 50th anniversary. That was quite a few years earlier. I was a lot younger when we did that. We had a great big party, and that was a good time. Good time was had by all. Someday I'll hit 50 years of something. Number 9, the synonyms are mellow and resonant, as in a smooth golden tenor. La, how was that? Golden tenorness. Mellow and resonant. Goldenly, that is an adverb, and goldenness is a noun. Goldenness. I got to do some more voice training to have a real goldenness in my voice. Okay, we know the etymology. We've done all of the words, which means we need to pick a word of the episode. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be related to gold? Is it gonna be related to goiters? We're gonna find out. Today we had going over, goings on, goiter, goiter, goitrogen, goitrogenic, goji, go-kart, golconda, gold, gold, gold brick, gold bug, gold coast, gold digger, and golden. This is a tough one. I guess I'll pick golconda. I've never heard of this word before. Trying to make my podcast a golconda. Trying to make my podcast a golconda. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. Oh boy, do I have some movies to tell you about. Oh, yes, I sure do. Got to find out where we last left off, though. Let's see. I got to go back a little bit. See, I ran out of movies, and then I stocked up a whole bunch of them just for you. The next movie I saw, this was on a plane. It's called Micro Budget, and it is a mockumentary of some people trying to make an indie movie. And the director has never directed before, and he got some money, and he doesn't know what he's doing. And it's very silly and meta in the filmmaking world. So if you appreciate sort of behind-the-scenes making of types of things, it's just a very, very silly fake documentary of somebody trying to make a movie and being just completely insane about it. It's just a very silly, enjoyable watch. Micro budget. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to tell you about today. Until next time, this is Spencer dispensing information. Goodbye.